Hey, brethren, you are going to see me looking very much different this week. All right, let's talk facts here. So, this couple-minute short video, as long as I've been on YouTube, I've been doing ministry. The closer and closer we get to the very end, and the more we get closer to understanding walking as Christ, we will discover that ministry is much more than what many think. Ministry is bringing food to someone. Ministry is health and lifestyle of how Christ would tell you to live. Ministry is anything that has to do with bringing praise, honor, and glory to the Most High's name and bringing forth the kingdom. And those being saved through Yahusha and serving Yahusha and receiving Holy Spirit. All of that is ministry. It's ministry. So I want to be really upfront with you. If you have teenagers, are you going to get them jabbed? If you have older parents, you going to get them jabbed that are in these care home facilities? Let me explain. I was tired last night. I went into a dollar store and I went to get some corn chips. And I'm being very open and honest. I don't eat every day. I don't have money to eat every day. That's facts. That's facts. Things have changed in the state I'm in. So you see it's dark behind me. My son is going to work before I do. We have to buckle up for a few weeks to do as much work to get where we need to go, because there are certain things we refuse to do in this world, because ministry means more and our life means more. The Most High means more. So because I won't do certain things, I walked into a dollar store, didn't have a problem without wearing a mask, because I said, Father, please send Holy Spirit, just no weapon formed against me shall prosper. She was fine and everything. And I'd had a bean burrito with lettuce, no cheese. I don't eat any of that. There was onions in there. I don't even like flour tortillas. When times get a little tougher, I will eat a tostado with lettuce, no cheese. I am bringing up this subject about food because that is how the ministry is. There are times where ministry is going to be what the Most High is calling you to do. It could be that you go to a position where you're there for maybe just 2 weeks, or you're there for 2 months or 2 years. You're there to minister to someone. So the position that I'm at the moment, on top of everything else going on in projects, I'm going in, learning the situation, learning what it is, and getting out. Sitting where I'm at, getting cleaned up, moving on. Next project. So sometimes I'm sleeping in the car. Sometimes I am at an Airbnb. Sometimes I'm in a home with my husband. So it just depends on what's going on. Sometimes we're all separated. Sometimes we're all together. Okay, this is where we're at in life. If you're not willing to move around just like they want to jab you around, you better be learn to go in and out of time with the situation. You may have to go to a different time zone to work somewhere. You may have to go do ministry where the Most High says, write this book over here and sit at this beach for a week and stay in this Airbnb or this hotel because you need to write this book. It needs to get out. Everything is what the Most High is wanting us to do. So when there are brothers and brethren, they get online and they say, okay, your ministry, you're asking for pay. You're working. Do you know that some brethren, that is their work, is ministry? See, their work is ministry. Ministry could be talking to doctors and talking to them somehow on the phone, letting them know you don't want to get jabbed. Well, you don't want to get jabbed either. See, my position is researching for consultants to actually talk about how things are in their business as a dentist, optometrist, DDS, so dental, dentures, all that, vision care. And you know that I don't even deal with the doctors like that. This position I tried 3 times, didn't receive it. The Most High said, okay, now it's time. Here, go do it. They remembered my interview from 2 years ago. I'm there for a specific reason. My son is where he is for a specific reason. Why are you where you are? We're all here for different specific reasons. and it's going to pay the bills. That means it's just basic. It's to get caught up on all bills, to pay everything I have to pay. And then food will come from a different resource. So if you have teenagers and you don't want them jabbed and you want them to finish school, either they homeschool or you just take them out, let them find positions where they can package up food supply, do things for manufacturing, because I'm going to, and this is why I'm saying this. We are learning certain projects and certain industries so that we then, as the brethren, as the last day workers, light workers, can then take what we've learned and put it into our own business. So if your teenage sons or daughters have done anything with packaging up anything, boxing anything up, and learning about fruits and vegetables and packaging for trucks, even though they're not jabbed, they're not a truck driver that has to be mandated, they can then package all that up, learn that, get their driver's license, start a delivery service. I'm going to tell you right now, brethren, it's time to be very creative in the ministry. It's time to be creative in the ministry. Think way outside the box. The Most High is not in a box. I've been telling you, the videos are changing. I started to talk about false prophets, Israel, everything going on with these YouTube channels, all the things that are happening with brethren. But now I'm switching into the next phase, telling you now the next level up with understanding is you're peeling back the onion. There are different layers to you. There's different layers to this ministry. There are different layers to the kingdom, because everybody has their place. We're all service. We give servitude to bring the kingdom to where it needs to be, where the Most High wants it to come, down to earth in our hearts, until we're raised up and taken and we go to safety. You will have to flee to the mountains. You will have to flee. Many brethren are already doing that. They're already starting new ways of having funds and money, kingdom money. Yes, kingdom shekels. And they're buying land and putting tabernacles on it, like homes and places. Listen, and it's not about a camp. It's a place to come to when we all have to run and get to the higher ground. Listen to what I'm saying. Sisters, teach your daughters how to get administrative together so you can get businesses together. There are a lot of drivers that are truck drivers that are getting mandated because they work for the Matrix. I was going to work for FedEx 3 days a week and make really good money just delivering all over the 2 states I'm in. I didn't get that. And I have no idea what happened. I didn't even go to the next step. I had an interview and I thought, oh, this is really hard on concrete, but you don't have to wear a mask. I don't have to wear a mask. I wear a mask inside the facility, but in the truck, I don't have to wear the mask. Do you know why they never got back to me? Now it makes sense. Now I'm hearing FedEx has to be jabbed by October, November. EMTs, which I thought would be great for my son, but he didn't want to do firefighting work. I thought, okay, it would just be good for him to learn these ways to help out in fires and things. Any of that, because all of that comes back to the Matrix. All those areas, police office work, official work, DHS, CPS, anything governmental, anything city worker has to be mandated to be jabbed. And jabbed. So because of that, brethren, because of that situation, you won't be able to work there unless you're going to get jabbed. Now, I'm telling you, if you want your DNA to change, get jabbed. If you want to not have the light of Christ, get jabbed. If you want to be a part of the Matrix forever and buy and sell your food, get jabbed. I'm trying to tell you, this is already leading to this. Look, the mark is here, and the mark is an image. And I'm going to go into that, and I told you I will explain it. The mark is already here. Okay, it has to do with the image. There are signs that you're sealed, and there's signs that you're not. Okay, so with all this being said, if you learn to figure this out and get up with finances, do what you have to do to start your own businesses, your children can work for you. You can give them a certain amount all year long and claim that off taxes. There are tax write-offs for that. You can purchase a vehicle for your son to drive around or your daughter to drive around with an advertisement on it that you approve of, that they approve of. They get perks. They get gift cards. They can also get money to buy food for the family. So there are things we are going to have to start doing, everyone, to warrior out this battle, because we're already in a spiritual battle and it's going to get worse. So I'm at this position to understand where doctors are coming from and so forth, because even though I wanted to be a doctor, a surgeon, all these things, it was not in my life plan, because I would right now have to be jabbed pretty soon. And all that money, student loans, all that, I already have student loans I deal with, but I mean, it'd be like $300,000 compared to 45 or 25, you know? So you would have to completely have that going on, and you'd be wearing a mask forever, pretty much. You understand? You'd be getting tested all the time, those kind of things. There's no way out of that, but there is a way out. If you take your family, think creatively. How can you be a teacher? How can you do certain things? Write a book, news, magazines, create your own things. So I'm learning from this position on how to be a consultant, how to be a mentor, how to be a lifestyle wellness, I don't want to say coach, but anything that has to do with that, healthy living, okay? And I'm learning from the last position with the fruits and the vegetables. I'm learning a lot on top of the schooling I've had and what I know. And all of this is going to help in the ministry. It's going to help with finances. Peel back the layer of onion in your life. Find out the layers in the kingdom. Understand being unique and creative in this time. The Most High needs you to live your purpose. Please seek the kingdom that way. Please don't become a heretic. Please stay away from these false prophets who are just angry and they don't see ministry uniquely. They don't see anything but just their see, that's the narrow-mindedness. We're talking about the narrow path. The narrow gate is different than the broad and spacious, but the narrow-mindedness is someone who just cannot see outside the box. The Most High's outside the box. He's not boxing us in. He wants us to be much bigger than that. Let that flow correctly in you. And we will make it. You will make it through this hard time. Because if I would have been working for that FedEx, if I would have been working even in a ballet school, if I would have been working completely hands-on with farms, is you have to be vaccinated. So please know, be very prayerful on what your next move is. If you have children, please take them out of school. Please teach them business. Teach them a business, you guys. Start a website for free and then inexpensive. Get on Microsoft, Google Docs, whatever it is, PowerPoint. Start some businesses, please. Start the businesses. The ministry is what we are teaching, how we're living. All of it is ministry. So please understand, we need to start helping our brethren. We're going to have to start helping each other throughout the world. And I know what I'm going to do to help other brethren. And there will come a time where I may have a sign-up sheet. You can go to a website and a sign-up sheet. So for like, let's say $50 a month, it gets you baskets of food. Okay? I'm telling you, I know what I'm going to do. And I'm learning where I'm at and applying it to the other businesses that I need to do. So we're talking about just the parameter, okay? The box, in this case, the box around business, okay, and schooling. So not their business, my business. Start learning to write a newsletter. Please, brethren, I'm telling you, this is the way to go. You will have to flee to the mountains. You will have to flee to land something. Start preparing your mind. Start preparing that it doesn't matter what position you're at right now. You can move all over tons of times. You can be one place 3 days, another place 2 months. It just is what it is. Or you could be stationed where you're at for a long, long time. Something to think about. I'm sorry, but it's dark where I'm at. I need to go ahead and nap so I can prepare to go where I'm going. Like I said, I had dropped my son off early this a.m. I don't like to say morning, this a.m. grand rising. So royal rising, and I'm just getting through. Just be clean, healthy, do your job for the day, get your paycheck, and do what you have to do, and then put it to the other purposeful living. If you would like to send something, there's a link on some of my videos, not all of them, because there's nothing that I live off of for that. This is the ministry of my heart that is in me. But for those who think that being devoted to your YouTube channel is wrong, to have brethren pay their bills, you know what, it's not wrong, because I'll tell you why. You're doing that. Some brethren that can do that, and they can literally do it full time, the ministry that way full time. We are thankful. We need you. So yes, we do help out where we can to get your bills paid for. So these brothers, these sisters in these camps, I cannot, and I'm not going to spend any more time on it after this. I'm done. I've had it for life. I'll let the Most High just go ahead and put the judgment on those areas. But just hear what I'm saying right now. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday, everyone. And then I'll get back to the other videos. I have to get to sleep. So I just want you all to know time is of the essence. So, you know, when it's like this, you'll see me like this because right now I'm in work mode. Yes, yes, okay? Sisters in work mode. All right? This is the time for me. This is my season to do a lot of other things. So, plus finishing up the ministry online, and then it'll be outside off the well, it'll be on the internet, but it won't be through YouTube. It'll be a private website. So, okay, you guys, this is just, I'm in an office, but we have to get to that financial, because I have to get where I have to go to do the will of the Father. That's just the way it is. And sometimes it takes a lot. And so if you're up at, 2 a.m., 3 a.m., it is what it is. So, all right, everyone, I have to get a nap before I go into the office. So, I love you with the love of Christ. Excuse me. Hope this encourages you in some way. I apologize for yawning. This is raw and uncut. Again, I told you I'm going to show you more and more of just brethren are everyday people. We're everyday people, but we love the Most High. And so that's the whole point. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little sleep before I go into the office. Welcome, everyone. Thank you. Agape love to you. Shalom.